Welcome to the Up and Up podcast with Sherry Rahl here at the Kokomo Post. I have visitors in the studio today from Community Foundation, and I'm going to let them introduce themselves.
Well, thanks, Sherry. But first, I wanted to say thank you for allowing us to come and be a part of this podcast. We appreciate it. So I'm Todd Mosier, Executive Vice President of the Community Foundation, serving Howard, Carroll, and Clinton counties. Our offices are located downtown Kokomo, at the corner of Washington and Sycamore, across from Kokomo Mantis. And when I say that, everybody says, oh, I know where you're at, because everybody knows where the praying mantis is.
You bet.
Yes.
My name is Emerald Blankenship. I am the Vice President of Programs for the Community Foundation, which means that I get to handle all of the money going out the door for grants and scholarships. And I also get the opportunity to work with our donors to establish those funds to make those grants happen.
So instead of the yellow brick road, it's the green brick road that Emerald walks on. Today, we're going to find out just a little bit more about the Community Foundation. What do you all do for the community?
Great question, and I'll try to be as succinct as I possibly can, but I think the best way to describe what we do is to paint sort of a word picture, and the word picture I'm going to paint is that of a three-legged stool. So the first leg of that stool is that we are grant makers. We provide grant funds to not-for-profits in our community that need financial support to help them do their missions. That's the main task of what we do. Now, where do we get those funds? Well, the second leg of that stool is that we are a steward. The Community Foundation is sort of a conduit, if you will, for donors wishing to support their favorite charity for life. The Community Foundation accepts donors' gifts, their financial gifts, and we hold them in what's called an endowment. I'll explain that in just a second here. What that means is instead of a donor making a gift periodically over their life, maybe several times or whatever that might be for them, the donor can set up a fund at the Community Foundation, and even after they are no longer here on this earth, their gift then would continue forever to that charitable organization, and that way they have those funds coming in for forever. That's what the endowment is. The third leg of what we do, a part of that stool, is that we are a catalyst and a convener. The Community Foundation brings together various groups in our community to determine what the needs are, the pressing issues, and so forth, and how we can have and influence positive outcomes towards that. So, with that three-legged stool picture in mind, think of the community itself as the person that is going to sit on that stool. So that is who benefits from that three-legged stool, is the community as that figurative person.
I think that's great, because when it comes down to the Community Foundation and what they've done for me personally as a nonprofit leader with Kokomo Urban Outreach is I just applied for a grant during a cycle, and I just got told by Emerald that we did receive the award, and I get to go van shopping for a 12-passenger van. I'm very excited about that, hoping to go out and purchase something locally here in our community which supports businesses. And then I've also been through your series of leadership nonprofit classes, which are helped me personally develop as a leader in the community. So I love the three-legged approach because I think it really works. I also have donors as a part of Kokomo Urban Outreach that have left their legacy for Kokomo Urban Outreach. And so I've received a letter lately of 2 different folks, families, that have given into this ministry. So I'm pretty excited about it. So we know that challenges come with any organization. So tell me what kind of challenges you all might be facing.
So I think for me, I think 3 things. The first thing that comes to mind is how we can nurture that mindset of innovation and growth. My belief is that as an organization, if you're not doing those 2 things, having that mindset of innovation and growth, then you're not growing, and then you're therefore dying. So maintaining the status quo is not a good strategy. Secondly is relationships. Relationships with our donors and relationships with the not-for-profit community. Now, I know we all live in the digital age, and that is certainly a double-edged sword. So trying to maintain and cultivate those relationships to be donor-centric, meaningful, and impactful is the goal, but it has its challenges. The third area is just what we're doing here, is educating the community about what we do. So
Absolutely.
love this opportunity to be able to educate the folks that are supporters of Community Foundation and are as donors.
I think that's great. And the fact that they are 3 counties wide, you know, Carroll, Clinton, and Howard, makes it very impactful. You're working with the city leaders of, you know,
Right.
Clinton and Carroll County, as well as our community leaders here in Kokomo, and affecting lives in all 3 of those counties. So it's really a big task.
Right.
And I also remember the Community Foundation in the last needs assessment, that there was professionals hired to have community conversations, whether it was with the police department or the jail or anybody, to find out what are those things in Kokomo and Howard County that are affecting our citizens. How can we do something different so that grant money can be applied to those needs?
Right.
And so that makes it, you know, super phenomenal for the citizens to sit on that stool and feel taken care of in that way.
Yeah. Thanks, Sherry.
So tell me, what kind of impact has your work had in the community?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm excited about that.
Yeah, absolutely. So exactly what you just described, we kind of used those community conversations that we had just a few years ago, actually. I know you were very involved in that process with us. So we used those community conversations to guide our grant making and let the community tell us where they want those dollars to go. So from those conversations, we kind of had 4 main ideas come out of them as things that the community wants us to invest in, that they want to see improvements in. And that's across all 3 counties, just as you said. So in Howard, Clinton, and Carroll counties, people wanted communities that are mentally healthy and drug-free, that are safe, that are economically healthy, that are culturally diverse.
Yes.
And so that we've used that information to then guide our grant making, not just with the grants that are coming in, but going out and seeking opportunities and finding people who are doing that work and being able to support them in the work that they're doing.
I think that really matters for the community. And I just want to tell you that I have people who call me and are concerned about different things in our community. And they want to bounce ideas off of me or find things out. I had somebody the other day that asked me about bylaws, asked me about changing their bylaws. You know, there's organizations that are coming up, like a widow support group that I'm aware of. And she was asking for some guidance. And so I said, you know, what better place to go than the Community Foundation? Because I really do think there's an educational component that you all have there. But I do, as this podcast airs, I do want to encourage you to put community-minded items that you feel are facing us in Howard County, Clinton County, Carroll County, and share those with us. Because again, this is something that we want to take a look at. We are here to support you, and that's why we're bringing nonprofits on, so that it can be very informative for those of you out there that are watching our podcast. So thank you very much for that. Do you know what other things are coming up for the Community Foundation that you guys feel are in the future?
I always struggle when people are asking, you know, what are the things that we're doing? What we're doing is supporting the work that other people are doing. So it's not really, you know, our success. It's helping other people do the work that they're doing. And, you know, there's always more work to be done. So there's never really that finish line of, oh, we've crossed, you know, this achievement or something like that. It's always continually something to do. And a lot of that's with the grants that we're offering. The nonprofit leadership series is like that you just mentioned is a huge success in our book for the community, because the nonprofits are constantly giving us feedback on what the things they need, and then we're able to incorporate that into the leadership series as well.
Yeah, and I love that. And also, you guys do scholarships, right?
We do scholarships, yes.
Okay, because Goodfellows, you know, I'm a part of that board, and there's some scholarship money that becomes available because of the investment in your foundation, correct?
Absolutely, yeah. Similar to how grant funds are established, scholarships are established in that same way, and this community is blessed with so many wonderful scholarships for the young people and just really anyone who's looking to continue their education.
I want to ask a question of these two, and this is pretty personal. And it's, why do you do what you do in the nonprofit world? You know, with nonprofits, we're not always paid the highest pay scale. But it's a passion and it's a love. So, Todd, tell me why, how many years you've been in this type of nonprofit business? Why do you do what you do?
So I'm relatively new to the Community Foundation, less than a year, but I've been involved in a foundation at a local hospital. And so I can see the impact there, and I obviously can see the impact we're here at the Community Foundation as well. And I think that's the word, is impact. At the Community Foundation, I think that we've given grants to a number of organizations. That's just primarily what we do, and you heard me talk about that earlier. So all the way from Narrowgate here in the community that provide the Narrowgate Horse Ranch that provides support to those young people that need those relationships and need that help in coming out of themselves and being the person that they were designed to be. And so you've got that, and as you said, Sherry, just the support of a van, but the impact that buying a van is going to have for your clients and your staff and the kids and the people in our community, and the Turning Point and the Gilead House, and you just go down the list of all of the not-for-profits, the hundreds or so not-for-profits that we have in our community, and you see where the money that we are able to, by the support of our donors, that we can give that money to the not-for-profits in our community, and then we see the people that are being supported and helped in those programs, and it is absolutely amazing. And I wish everybody could see it, because it will bring you to tears in some cases.
Yes.
Buying a van doesn't bring you to tears, but
Happy tears.
But what that van is doing for other people in our community, and the programs that Kokomo Urban Outreach and the Rescue Mission and all of the other organizations that we support, you can see lives changed. Yes. And you can see them impacted, and they're all for the better and making our community a better place. So that's why I love what we're doing, is I see the impact and I can feel that impact.
I think that's awesome. Emerald, you got one?
I think for me, it's I love the Community Foundation because you don't have to pick really what. It can be Urban Outreach that you love. It can be the Rescue Mission that you love. It can be puppies that you love.
Yeah.
Philanthropy means something different to everybody, and we get the opportunity to help people define what that means for them, so that they can create that legacy of giving for the community and to help nonprofits keep doing what they're doing. And I think that's so powerful. I think that, like Todd said, it brings you to tears when you think about all of the things that these nonprofits were designed to solve, all the problems that we have in the world. And we were just talking with a young person yesterday about who wants to go into philanthropy, and she's working with nonprofits and visiting nonprofits and trying to figure out where she's going to fit into this world.
Yes.
And she's like, it's so eye-opening to see all the problems that are out there. And I said, you can either get overwhelmed by it or you can be motivated by it. And that's what I love about this community. I'm not from this community originally, but I love this community because there are so many nonprofit leaders and civic leaders and community leaders who are like-minded and want to wrap around those issues and solve them together. And I've never seen philanthropy like that before.
I think what we do is incredible.
Yeah.
And I just want to say thank you for being guests on the show today. We're going to break, and we'll be right back with the Up and Up podcast. The episode is funded by the Community Foundation of Howard County. Special thanks to the Hunt Family Fund, which was used to fund this grant. And now back to the Up and Up podcast. Welcome back to the Up and Up show by the Kokomo Post. We're here today with one of our Up crew, and we're going to hear what's going on. Tell me a little bit about yourself.
My name is Lucian Michael Bricknell. I'm 16 years old, and I have been in the program for around 4.5 years, and let me just say I'm glad to be here.
Oh my gosh, this is exciting. I can't wait. I want to know what brought you to the UP program?
Well, I was in sixth grade, and my counselor had told me that she had gotten off the phone with my mom about this program called the Man Up program, and it was at Kokomo Urban Outreach. I'm like, okay, what does this have to do with me? And she's like, well, your mom wants you to go and do this to help, like, you know, get better with your anger issues. And better at your schoolwork, and just like make better friends.
That's pretty cool. So how did that come about? And then kind of what was the feelings when you got there?
When I got there, I did not feel like I belonged there.
Ooh, okay.
And I'm like, what am I even doing here? Why did I agree to this? I was scratching my head for answers, but I couldn't find any. And then at the end, when the day was over, I'm like, maybe I could give this a chance. Then the next day, on my work day, I'm out there working with the rest of the kids.
Yeah.
And I was not doing my work, and I was talking the whole time with some of the other kids while they were working.
Oh, boy. And what happened?
I got fired.
Your first day?
Yeah.
At Kokomo Urban Outreach, you got fired. Wow. What an experience.
Yeah, I got sent back to the bus and had to sit there until everyone was done.
Oh, wow. Okay. So did you go back the next week?
Yeah.
Okay. Why?
It's something to do
Okay.
after school other than
Okay.
homework.
You were like, I'm not going to get fired this time. Mm-hmm. Okay. So it was a challenge. Okay. It challenged you. Okay. So how did you come back from that?
Well, after a couple weeks, I started to get into it. I'm like, I'm starting to like this. And I got better. I started talking less and working more. Started working harder. My grades have gotten up from
Really?
that.
How did that happen?
Taking my homework and then getting help with it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you got some tutoring.
Yeah.
Okay. And somebody actually sat down and helped you with the subject matters?
Yeah.
Oh, my. Okay. How much do you have to pay for that?
It's free.
Whoa. Okay. So tell me, where are your grades today?
B's and C's.
Okay. Wow. Congratulations. That's awesome. And you're about to get out of school for the summer. So that's pretty cool. What else has the UP program done for you?
It's helped me make friends. It's helped me get life experience, job experience, and it's helped me make connections.
Okay.
The business world.
I hear when you go out on the van and to the home, tell me what happens with the kiddos there.
Well, that is a great question. When we get there on the job, the adult, whether it be Kareen, Ken, Tina, or Jean, they apply a crew leader. And that crew leader has the job of going to knock on the homeowner's door and say, like, my name is so-and-so. I'm here with the Man Up program, and I would like you to tell me what you want us to do here.
Okay. So you actually have to go right up to the homeowner, make eye contact, all that good stuff.
Shake their hand.
Wow. Okay. So some leadership skills. Okay. That's pretty fun. You enjoy doing that? Okay. That's pretty cool. So has it helped you personally in any way with the UP program, the unlimited potential? Do you see more potential in your life?
Of course, definitely. I see a lot more potential in myself than I did when I first joined.
Okay, awesome. Well, I want to thank you very much. Tell me what you want to go on and do in your life.
I would like to be a music producer,
Okay.
hopefully. But if that doesn't work, then maybe I could fall back on lawn care business.
Okay. All right. Kind of like what the UP program does now, but on a larger scale. Okay. Wonderful. And do you feel like that you have the work ethic to run a business?
Sort of.
Okay. You're working towards it.
Yeah.
I think that's great. Lucian, thank you so much for sharing your heart today with us and sharing with the general public what's going on inside the Unlimited Potential Kokomo Urban Outreach Program. Thank you for joining us on the Up and Up podcast today by the Kokomo Post.